friends, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. We are in the garden today and I have a lot of work to do to get my container bed ready. And I wanted to show you how I refresh my soil in containers. So containers, once you invest in the containers and then the mix to fill it, it can really be a low cost option moving forward because each year you don't have to dump out the soil and completely redo it. You can just refresh and recharge the soil that's in there and save money that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and get all the weeds out of, I'm just going to do one bag for now. I'm going to go through and get all the weeds out of this bag real quick. So next, I want to make sure that everything I mix in is getting really well mixed in. So I'm going to dump the bag of existing soil. This is last year's soil. I'm going to dump it into this wheelbarrow right here, just so I can mix everything in really nice and evenly. Now it's time to mix in whatever we're going to mix in. And the reason why I say whatever we're going to mix in is because it changes from year to year, basically just what I have on hand and what I can add that is beneficial and effective, but still without having to go out and spend a bunch of money. So this year, what I have on hand is worm castings, which is worm poop, very nutrient dense for the soil. And then what I want to do is add in as much organic material as possible, and then focus on NPK amendments. So organic material is compost, it is manure, it is worm castings, it's broken down weeds, even composted weeds. I mean, you're just wanting to add organic material to your potting mix. And then what you're wanting to do is add your nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So for nitrogen, I'm going to be adding some cotton burr compost. There are so many options out there. If you just want to, quick and easy, you can just go to the store and buy a balanced fertilizer. Balance means all of those NPK numbers are going to be equal. So 10, 10, 10, 13, 13, 13, 5, 5, 5, something like that. But I'm going to be using cotton burr compost for my nitrogen. I'm going to be using bone meal for my phosphorus, and I'm not going to be adding anything right now for my potassium. What I'm going to do is I have some banana peels that are already composting in a pot of water on my kitchen sill, and I'm going to let those banana peels just sit there in that water for a few more weeks, and then when my squash plants are about ready to start flowering, I'm going to come out and water with that banana water, and that's going to take care of the potassium in the soil. So let me first, oh yeah, I also have a bag of really high quality soil. It's the type of soil that I put in, that I amend even my in-ground beds with. So that's what I'm going to add first. I'm going to add some of that soil. First I'm going to break up any of these big clods that have formed in here. I'm just using this claw tool. It's helpful for this kind of activity. Okay, I'm going to pour in some of that soil. My bag busted over here, so it's going to be interesting trying to get this in without spilling it all over the place. Just going to add maybe a fourth of that. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of that cotton burr compost, and that's the nitrogen amendment that we're using. Don't want to overdo the nitrogen, so I'm just sprinkling actually it looks like it's going to be most of the bag. Yeah. Just a little sprinkling of that on top. And now I'm going to add 2 fistfuls of bone meal. That's my cat trying to breach the garden wall. Okay, now I'm going to mix it in really well. Now I'm going to add in just about a little pot full of my worm castings. And that's going to add a good amount of organic matter. I need some scissors. Okay. Add in some worm castings. With your nitrogen, it is important to go like a less is more approach. But with all of your other amendments, organic matter, worm castings, stuff like that, it's not an exact measurement. You don't have to worry about ratios really. Now I'm ready to fill this container back up. I think if I try to dump the whole wheelbarrow into the thing, it's just going to make a huge mess, and I'm going to waste a lot of dirt, so I don't want to do it pot by pot, but I think that's the best way to not waste any of this precious soil. Okay. Had a little bit left over, and that is soon to be the home of a squash. Now I only have to do that about 20 more times. But I hope that helps y'all. You can save some money each year by just refreshing and adding to and amending your container soil instead of having to dump it out and start all over. You can save a lot of money this way. Hope that helps y'all. See y'all in the next video.